As the holidays approach, so does a familiar and deadly concern, drinking and driving. One choice can change lives forever in an instant. 19-year-old Jordan Galvez.
He was full of life.
His best friend, 18-year-old Maddox Green.
He was a very compassionate young man.
2 young lives cut short in a fiery crash on Clovis and Shield Avenues in Fresno. Police say on May 2nd, 2025, 28-year-old Jay Gat Singh was drinking and driving. He ran a red light, crashed, and took off. Singh was on probation for a DUI conviction just 2 years before. Maddox's father, Rob Green, is devastated.
You destroyed numerous families. You were selfish. You ran. You were a coward. You did nothing to help. And may God have mercy on your soul.
His mother, Kelly, overcome with anger.
I feel cheated. My family's been cheated. My son, Maddox, was cheated. And I'm angry. I'm angry that it didn't need to happen. It shouldn't have happened.
Just 3 weeks later, another suspected drunk driver. On May 27th, 78-year-old Kirk McCarty and his 76-year-old wife of more than 50 years, Valerie, were killed instantly on Highway 41 in Coarsegold. The couple had just returned from a Hawaii vacation. Police say 42-year-old Felipe Ramirez lost control of his work truck, drunk, and driving more than 100 miles an hour.
But to have them both taken at the same time is very difficult.
4 lives ended in an instant by suspected drunk drivers, their families coming together in their grief.
I'm gonna miss his smile, his sweet, sweet smile. He was so compassionate and so loving. He was just a good boy. And that's what I'm gonna miss, and I'm gonna miss all the things that he could have been and could have done. That he'll never have that chance.
Just one bad choice can, ruin a family's life.
I'd like to see the loss so severe that people wouldn't think of doing that, and somehow get that inner voice in you that this is not just me having a good time. It's putting families like us here.
Just understand that no one judges you for having a good time. Just have a plan before you have that good time so you don't ruin your life and the lives of other people. Let everyone wake up this Christmas with their family members next to them instead of being the tragic person on the news that ended everyone else's lives.
Kelly knows this pain firsthand. As a police officer near Sacramento, Kelly was hit by a drunk driver while on duty in 2022. Ironically, she was on the scene of a DUI crash when it happened, her injuries forcing her into early retirement.
And I was hit at about 92 miles an hour by a guy who'd been drinking at a bar, and he flattened out the back of my Ford Explorer and used it as a ramp, landed on my hood, and he flipped several times.
Kelly's husband, Patrick, also in law enforcement, has seen the devastating impact of impaired driving for decades.
They are all preventable. I think that's kind of a common term that you hear us talking about here, is that they are all preventable.
Patrick was just 18 when he lost his 20-year-old brother, Kevin, in a DUI crash. Kevin's friend was behind the wheel.
It was Father's Day, and my parents were out celebrating, going out to dinner. I was woken up by some friends of ours that had told me that he was dead.
5 people, 5 different stories, all tied to the same deadly decision.
Our suspect had a wife and a young child. And I hate the fact knowing that for my justice to be served, I'm taking away a father from another family. But at the same point, you have to stand in judgment for the pain and the 2 lives that you took.
Together, they are calling for change.
It takes one vote to say every person who gets their license, every person who gets a renewal signs this form saying that if I drink and drive, I'm going to go to prison for the rest of my life and I'm going to be charged with murder because I made the conscious decision to drink so much alcohol that impaired my driving and my ability to render decisions correctly.
If you'd like to see that, raise your hand. Yes. Would you, all of you? This holiday season, these families hope their pain serves as a warning. Make the right choice for you. Make the right choice for your family. And make the right choice for families like theirs, in memory of Jordan Galvez, Maddox Green, and Kirk and Valerie McCarty.
By all means, have a good time. We all do. Think what you're doing, have a plan. You don't want to be the person that does this and you don't want to be the person that this happens to, and you don't want to be that family.
In this New Year's Eve, have a plan in place, a DD, a ride share ready to go. Making a plan early helps from making a bad decision at the last minute. And like Rob said, you do not want to be the person to cause a deadly wreck because of your poor decision to get behind the wheel drunk. And my heartfelt thanks to these families for sharing their stories with us just months after the loss of their loved ones. I know it was very, very difficult for them, but it was with a shared goal of saving a life this holiday season.
You know, I'm just so glad you did this story because we had covered that case together over just it was a few months ago, and I remember talking to them then and putting together a story about what happened at the time with the McCoys, about just how heavy it was for them. So I'm glad that they were able to sit and chat with you during this way too. Yeah,
you know, like they said, go have a good time. You know, we all want to go have fun, especially during the holidays, but just make sure that you're making the right decisions too.
I agree with that. All right, still to come on Eyewitness News at 7.
The latest inflation